Larsa Pippen has built quite a reputation for herself, not just as a housewife of Miami, but as the NBA's most notorious jersey chaser. From a marriage to an NBA legend, when Scott and I first got together, like I had just signed to ICM, in LA, to dating her ex-husband's teammate's son, we actually met at a party 4 years ago. To even dating her son's teammate, I feel like age doesn't really determine your level of maturity, Larsa's dating roster reads. Like an all-star lineup? Here are 8 NBA players that got entangled with Larsa Pippen. Scottie Pippen. Larsa's relationship with Scottie Pippen represents not just a romance, but a 2-decade partnership that produced for children and countless memories both on and off the court. Scottie Pippen, an NBA legend, renowned for his tenure with the Chicago Bulls, where he played a pivotal role in their dynasty, met Larsa in the mid-1990s during the height of the Bulls' championship run. Their love story began during a particularly the golden era of basketball, when Scottie was cementing his legacy alongside Michael Jordan as part of one of the most dominant teams in sports history. The couple tied the knot in 1997 at the First United Methodist Temple in Chicago, beginning a union that would last for over 20 years. During their marriage, Larsa and Scottie welcomed 4 children: Scottie Jr., Preston, Justin, and Sophia. Their family life became a blend of basketball royalty and eventual reality TV fame, with Larsa later gaining her own spotlight on The Real Housewives of Miami. Throughout his illustrious career, Scottie played 17 seasons across the Bulls, Portland Trail Blazers, and Houston Rockets, averaging 16.1 points, 6.4 rebounds. His defensive prowess and all-around excellence earned him selection to 7 All-Star games and, most impressively, 6 NBA championships alongside Michael Jordan. In 2010, Scottie's extraordinary career was recognized with induction into the Basketball Hall of Fame, solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest small forwards ever to play the game. While their relationship appeared strong from the outside, for many years, the marriage faced significant challenges. The couple experienced their first separation in 2016 when Larsa filed for divorce. Although they briefly reconciled, the relationship hit another rough patch in 2018 when Larsa filed for divorce again, citing irreconcilable differences. In a candid interview, Larsa reflected on the early days of their relationship, saying, "I feel like in the beginning, like when Scott and I first got together, like I had just signed to ICM in LA, I was going to pursue like an acting career. I just finished, I had gotten a political science degree. I was either going to go to law school, I was going to try acting, try different things, and he didn't want me to do anything. It was kind of like, no, I can't take it. You have to come to my games. You have to be in my practices." She continued, describing how the relationship did not let her chase her own ambitions. "I wanted to be there for him, like I loved him. I love him, So I was there to support him and do whatever I had to do for him. But then, at some point, like the scale changed, The scale started to shift a little bit, and I was like, hey, you're retired, by the way. I want to start a jewelry line, by the way. I want to do this, by the way. I want to do some things that I'm interested in doing." And it wasn't reciprocated in the same way. After years of on-again, off-again dynamics, their divorce was finally finalized in December 2021, marking the end of a significant chapter in both of their lives. Despite the end of their romantic relationship, they remained connected through their children, particularly Scottie Jr., as followed in his father's footsteps by pursuing his own NBA career. When asked if she felt like she lost herself in being a basketball player's wife, Larsa candidly responded, yeah, a lot. However, that sentiment did not prevent Larsa from getting involved with another NBA player, Tristan Thompson. Following her separation from Scottie Pippen, Larsa's connections to the NBA world continued, albeit in a much different context. Enter Tristan Thompson, the Canadian power forward whose name would later become entangled with both Larsa and the Kardashian family in a web of relationships that captivated tabloid headlines. Tristan Thompson, currently 34, has played 13 seasons in the NBA for teams including the Cleveland Cavaliers and Boston Celtics. His career averages of 8.3 points and 7.8 rebounds per game across 819 regular season games might not match the legendary status of Scottie Pippen, but Thompson has carved out a respectable NBA career after being drafted 4th overall in 2011 from the University of Texas. Perhaps his most notable professional achievement came in 2016, when he won an NBA championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers, alongside LeBron James, helping to bring the city its first major sports championship in 52 years. According to Larsa's own accounts, she had a brief fling with Tristan around 2016 during one of her separations from Scottie. What makes this relationship particularly noteworthy is that it allegedly occurred prior to Thompson's high-profile relationship with Khloe Kardashian, with whom Larsa had social connections through her friendship with the Kardashian family, in a situation that would later create tension in her relationship with the famous family. Larsa has claimed that she actually introduced Tristan to the Kardashians, setting the stage for his eventual relationship with Khloe. This revelation came years later after Larsa's friendship with the Kardashians had reportedly cooled. During a 2020 podcast, Larsa mentioned this connection, noting that she introduced Tristan to the Kardashian circle, adding an intriguing layer to the already complex social dynamics between these high-profile personalities. According to some reports, Larsa's fling with Tristan lasted about 10 days before he started dating Khloe. The brevity of their relationship suggests it was never particularly serious, but it nonetheless represents an interesting connection in Larsa's dating history, and one that would have unforeseen consequences for her social circle. Larsa has maintained that there was no ongoing involvement after Tristan began his relationship with Khloe, emphasizing her role as an introducer rather than having any continuing romantic connection with the NBA player once he became involved. With her friend, following her relationship with Tristan, Larsa moved on to a similarly aged player, Eric Moreland. Larsa's connection to the basketball world continued with her relationship with Eric Moreland, a lesser-known NBA player whose time with Larsa coincided with a championship season in his professional career. Eric Moreland, now 33, played 4 seasons in the NBA, 4 teams including the Sacramento Kings, Detroit Pistons, Phoenix Suns, and Toronto Raptors.
Wow.
While not a household name like some of the other players in Larsa's dating history, during his time in the league, he averaged 3.7 rebounds per game in 83 regular season games, with his most significant professional achievement being his NBA championship win with the Toronto Raptors. In 2019, unlike many NBA players who were high draft picks, Moreland went undrafted out of Oregon State, making his path to the NBA and eventual championship somewhat more challenging and impressive. His career included stints in the G League and overseas, showcasing his determination to make it at the professional level. According to various sources, Larsa dated Eric Moreland from September 2018 to March 2019, a period that coincided with one of her separations from Scottie Pippen. Their relationship was marked by public appearances and flirty social media interactions, catching the attention of paparazzi and basketball fans alike. One notable public sighting came in June 2019 when Larsa and Eric were spotted at a nightclub together, fueling speculation about their relationship status. The timing of their relationship is particularly interesting, as it occurred during the same season that Moreland would win an NBA championship with the Raptors, though he played a limited role on that team. Them a couple times. It wasn't like I swear I get photographed with these people. They're not even a factor in my life. I'm like thinking, who is this guy? Like, it's not even like you'll know when you know. You'll know when I'm like obsessed with someone, not like it was never serious like that. She further emphasized the casual nature of their connection, saying, I know. I literally saw him twice. He came to my birthday party. This suggests that while there may have been a connection between them, it wasn't the serious relationship that some media outlets portrayed it to be. Despite Larsa's attempts to downplay their relationship, Eric Moreland is consistently listed as one of her post-Scottie romantic interests in various accounts of her dating history. This discrepancy between Larsa's characterization and media reports highlights the challenges of navigating dating life in the public eye, where casual encounters can quickly become magnified and misinterpreted. Whether their relationship was as casual as Larsa suggests, or more significant than she lets on. Eric Moreland represents another connection between Larsa and the professional basketball world, continuing a pattern that would define much of her romantic life following her separation from Scottie Pippen. Next on my list is a partner whom she had less than positive things to say about following their relationship, Malik Beasley. Perhaps one of the most controversial and publicly scrutinized relationships in Larsa Pippen's dating history came in late 2020 when she became involved with NBA player Malik Beasley. This relationship generated significant media attention and public reaction, particularly due to the circumstances surrounding Beasley's personal life at the time. Malik Beasley, now 28, has played 9 seasons in the NBA for teams, including the Minnesota Timberwolves and Denver Nuggets. As a shooting guard, known for his scoring ability, Beasley has averaged 11.7 points and 2.8 rebounds per game across 578 regular season games. He entered the league after being drafted 19th overall in 2016 from Florida State University and has maintained a consistent role as a scoring option throughout his career, currently playing for the Detroit Pistons. Larsa's relationship with Malik began in dramatic fashion when the two were photographed holding hands in Miami in November 2020. What made this public debut particularly controversial was that Beasley was married to Montana Yao at the time, with the photos reportedly coming as a surprise to Yao herself, who filed for divorce shortly after the images surfaced. In a candid interview with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, Larsa reflected on her relationship with Beasley, acknowledging it as a mistake. When asked about Beasley, she immediately responded, "That was a mistake. That was a mistake, I told you. No, you did tell me no. I should have that one I should have listened to." Larsa further explained the unusual circumstances of their meeting, saying, "I had just met him. Do you know that I had just met him that day? That day I see the pictures. I call Lara's. I go, 'Lara, you like him?' 'Nope, I love him.' I'm like, 'Larsa, no.'" She attributed some of her poor judgment to having recently recovered from COVID-19. "I had COVID brain. I had just had COVID. I was stuck in my house. I hadn't gone anywhere. And he was there. And he was like on me, you know? Like, let me see you. Let me come see you. Let me come see you." And I thought, okay, come see, despite the controversial start. Larsa claimed that Beasley was separated at the time they began dating, though this was disputed by others. The relationship drew significant backlash, with Larsa facing criticism both for dating a married man and for the 12-year age gap between them, adding another layer of complexity to the situation. Beasley was later revealed to be a teammate of Larsa's son, Scottie Pippen Jr., which many observers found inappropriate due to the familial connection. This professional connection between Beasley and Larsa's son created additional public interest in their relationship. After approximately 4 months together, Larsa and Malik broke up in April 2021. The split was reportedly due to the challenges of maintaining a long-distance relationship, with Beasley based in Minnesota while playing for the Timberwolves and Larsa residing in Miami. Interestingly, Larsa later revealed that despite the awkward situation, her sons, Scottie Jr. and Malik, had a conversation when they were on the same team. It was fine. Next up is a relationship that once again connected her to one of the greatest NBA players of all time, Marcus Jordan. While not technically an NBA player himself, Marcus Jordan's connection to basketball royalty through his father Michael Jordan and his own college basketball career make him a significant figure in the basketball world and one of Larsa Pippen's most high-profile relationships to date. This relationship generated particular interest and controversy due to the historical connection between the Jordan and Pippen families. Marcus Jordan, 34, is the son of NBA legend Michael Jordan and a former college basketball player in his own right. He played for the UCF Knights from 2009 to 2012, scoring 1,152 career points during his collegiate career. His college stats include a career-high 28 points against the University of West Florida in November 2010. While Marcus did not pursue a professional basketball career after college, he ventured into business, notably opening the Trophy Room sneaker store in Orlando, which later transitioned to an online-only model after the physical location closed. The relationship between Larsa and Marcus began in late 2022, with rumors first linking them in September of that year. Initially, Larsa downplayed their connection, claiming they were just friends. However, by January 2023, they had confirmed their romance publicly, making it Instagram official and appearing together on The Real Housewives of Miami. When asked about how they met, Larsa explained, "We actually met at a party 4 years ago. And I feel like a lot of people want to spin things like, oh, they've known each other their whole life. And I'm like, by the way, we did not. I just met him 4 years ago." She clarified the timeline further. "You know, when his dad and Scottie played together they were not together. His mom and dad were not together. I was in college. We missed each other, We missed that little era. So it's like we were friends. Met 4 years ago, we were friends. We have mutual friends. So we were in the same group, a lot. And it's funny because I was trying to set him up with all my friends." In another interview, Larsa confirmed their romantic status, saying they were in a really good place. And when asked if they were in love, she responded, "I think so." The relationship drew significant attention and controversy for several reasons. First, there was the 16-year age gap between them, with Larsa born in 1974 and Marcus in 1990. When questioned about this age difference, Larsa dismissed concerns, stating, "Yeah, so I don't really view age as you're mature, you're not immature. I don't feel like that determines if you're mature or not. I feel like if you can drink at 21, you can go to war at 18. There's different circumstances that I feel like age doesn't really determine your level of maturity." More significantly, the relationship raised eyebrows due to the historical connection between Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan as teammates on the Chicago Bulls, and the subsequent tension that developed between them, particularly after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which Scottie criticized for portraying him as a prop rather than giving him proper recognition. When questioned about the potential awkwardness of dating Michael Jordan's son, given Scottie's issues with Michael, Larsa responded, "I didn't plan it like that. It wasn't like it was planned like that. I think we were just together a lot with our friends and it just so happened." She added, "You gotta remember, I feel like for me being, married to someone that was an athlete or whatever, it's really hard. You get scrutinized a lot. People don't think you should have a life once you get divorced. They think once you're divorced, you're done. And I feel like I've overcome so many different obstacles because I feel like I should have love. I should be able to date who I want." One of the most discussed aspects of their relationship was Michael Jordan's reaction to his son dating the ex-wife of his former teammate. A viral moment occurred when Michael was asked if he approved of the relationship, to which he laughed and simply said, "No," leading to widespread media coverage.
Oh.
We move to the most recent addition to Larsa's NBA rap sheet, Jeff Kobe. Following her split from Marcus Jordan, Larsa Pippen continued her pattern of dating men connected to the basketball world. Her most recent relationship as of May 2025 is with Jeff Kobe, a former professional basketball player whose connection with Larsa represents the latest chapter in her post-Scottie dating life. Jeff Kobe, 31, is a former professional basketball player who began his journey in the sport at Columbia University, where he played from 2013 to 2017. During his time at Columbia, he maintained a 3.0 GPA while double majoring in art history and sociology, showcasing his commitment to academics. Alongside athletics, on the court, Kobe distinguished himself by being named Columbia's Defensive Player of the Year in the 2016-17 season. His collegiate career featured notable performances, including a standout game against Central Penn in January 2016, where he recorded career highs of 20 points and 13 rebounds. After going undrafted in the 2017 NBA draft, Kobe pursued a professional career that took him to various leagues around the world. His professional journey included a stint in the G League with the Westchester Knicks in 2018, followed by playing for teams in Spain, Luxembourg, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, and Japan. While his professional career might not have reached the heights of the NBA stars Larsa previously dated, Kobe carved out a respectable international basketball career. Larsa and Jeff's relationship began in early 2025, with their romance confirmed to the public in April 2025, according to reports. They were introduced by celebrity trainer David Alexander at a Miami event in January 2025. setting the stage for their budding romance. The couple made their red carpet debut together on April 16, 2025, at the premiere of The Accountant 2, officially announcing their relationship to the world. This public appearance came shortly after the confirmation of their romantic connection, suggesting that they were comfortable showcasing their relationship from an early stage, in a lighthearted moment that generated headlines. Kobe jokingly told paparazzi on May 4, 2025 that he and Larsa were planning to marry in November 2025. While this comment was made in jest, nonetheless indicated a level of comfort and playfulness in their relationship, even in its relatively early stages. As of May 19, 2025, the most current information available indicates that Larsa and Jeff are taking their relationship slowly, but are exclusive. They are reportedly maintaining separate residences while exploring their connection, suggesting a measured ... approach to their romance. The relationship with Jeff Kobe continues, Larsa's pattern of dating men connected to the basketball world, though in this case, her partner's basketball career was primarily outside the NBA. This might represent a slight departure from her previous relationships with more high-profile NBA players, but still maintains her connection to the broader basketball community, away from the confirmed relationships. Larsa was also rumored to be connected to some other players as well. Ben Simmons. In the case of Ben Simmons, we encounter one of the most disputed entries in Larsa's dating history, a rumored connection that she has consistently and vehemently denied. Ben Simmons, an NBA player known for his time with the Philadelphia 76ers and later the Brooklyn Nets, was linked to Larsa through rumors that surfaced in 2019. This was a particularly interesting time in the celebrity dating world. Simmons had recently ended his relationship with model Kendall Jenner in May 2019, creating a vacuum of speculation about his romantic life. The rumors connecting Larsa and Simmons gained traction after they were reportedly spotted at the same Hollywood event in August 2019, with some reports suggesting they left within minutes of each other. This coincidental timing was enough for tabloids to begin speculating about a potential romance between the two. What made these rumors particularly scandalous was that they emerged while Larsa was technically still married to Scottie Pippen, though they were separated at the time. Additionally, Ben Simmons' recent connection to Kendall Jenner added another layer of interest, given Larsa's former closeness to the Kardashian-Jenner family. In a resounding rejection of these rumors, Larsa took to Instagram to deny any romantic involvement with Simmons, stating, "I never even saw him, let alone was with him."